Welcome to Brown Sock
Tuesday.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Daniel.
Pelican.
Woo!
All four of us are here today, and
Yep.
We have a few things we'd like to talk about. First off, are we good?
Yeah.
All right. So today is the first time I've ever been involved in a grease fire.
Hey,
My
I would
house
say
too.
that.
today is the first time I've ever seen an oven catch on fire from the
Yeah.
inside.
That was very
Today's... I wasn't there for that.
interesting. Yeah.
Today's the day we almost burnt in hell.
I don't think that actually happened.
We had
So-
to use a fire extinguisher.
We're making dinner, listening to songs about fire,
Which was ironic.
I don't
probably
want to
what
set the
set
world
us
on
off.
fire.
but anyway,
We're just in the kitchen.
we're just chilling in the kitchen, and then I'm like, "Oh, Daniel,
Why is the oven
is
flashing?
the oven supposed to be on fire in the middle? Is that supposed to happen? Is that just your oven? Is your oven weird? Because my oven doesn't do that."
I don't think it was that long.
We open it up, and there's like a grease fire on the bottom of the oven. We're like, "Oh crap!" So we had to pull our food out, and then just find the foam. It wasn't the foam kind
The
of
fire extinguisher.
It was
a
like
powder.
powder
It was
fire
a powder type
extinguisher.
because it's a kitchen fire
Yeah.
extinguisher. And so I'm like, Dan, grab the fire extinguisher. He's like, I don't know how to use it. I'm like, pull, aim, squeeze, sweep, pass. And he's like, how do you not know that? He's like, I don't know. And then he did it and everything. And he's like, okay, now what I do is like, squeeze. And then he pulled it and it like exploded. into the oven.
And I was right there, holding the tray of like chicken patties because, well, they needed to get out, and I couldn't set them down anywhere without burning the counter. So
We told you to set them in the metal sink, so...
yeah, they won't balance there.
Yeah, I don't
The
know why.
tray-
I don't know why he didn't.
The tray wasn't big enough.
It was
You weren't holding it.
So...
whatever.
I wasn't there!
I wanted to put
Oh,
it on
wow.
the oven, but there was shit on the oven.
Yeah.
But
Looks like a
I was
cocaine
sitting there
factory went off
holding
in there.
it. So as soon as the fire extinguisher thing goes off, Daniel and Pelican like, oh, into the dining room.
Yeah,
and I'm
'cause-
stuck there inhaling this shit.
The room immediately filled with like
It looked like, smoke.
a huge amount of
tongue-
smoke and a huge amount of fire extinguisher powder.
That's why it smelled weird in
Oh
there.
my god,
Probably.
it burns
The
your
whole
mouth.
house turned into just gray mist.
Yeah.
In like 1 second.
It's like if you've been to the bottom of the world in Minecraft, that fog,
Yeah.
that's what our house
And I
or that's what
couldn't,
my
I
house
could
looked
not
like.
breathe because like
It like
my
burnt your
tongue's gonna
lungs.
burn, my nostrils burn every time I suck in.
It was pretty
It
great.
was pretty gnarly.
So, I hear that you've had an interesting day today, Jacob.
Oh, yeah.
But first, tell your story about the...
Okay, so earlier
Punches.
this week, I was just chilling during lunch with Lauren. We were like chilling, just hanging out.
Chilling.
These two guys down.
Don't try to be cool. Just talk
We
normal.
were. That's not what we were doing. And these two guys downstairs, that's fine. Jeez. Fun.
Go on.
Good damn. So
Said
these
chilling
two
like
guys
5
were like,
times.
Asshole.
there's these two guys downstairs, like down 2 flights of stairs, and like I know one of them pretty well. I can't say who they are, but
Oh well.
they're talking. And I'm like, they're probably gonna start fighting. I was like, they shouldn't, but they probably will. And then me and Lauren are talking, and we're sitting,
Little delay there, Lauren.
Dirty. Go on.
and then they start fighting, and I jumped down both flights of stairs. I'm thinking that's what happened, and I ran and broke them up. They were like, I don't know, ways away. And like people are like telling me like after the fight that like I moved really quick and they just didn't. They saw like I was like wearing a white shirt, so like they saw a flash of white and then I was down there, and then
The white flash.
yeah,
The flashbang.
Lifted his shirt up.
It's like, boom!
no, this situation. But I got and during geometry, we have geometry right after that. I practically got shat on by everyone in that class.
This is a big brown mess.
No, like everyone was like,
Oh,
why do you have to
mess.
break up the fight? That was our entertainment. I was like, why do...
My
People like to see fights.
I don't understand
my
it.
response to that would have been like, you guys are just pricks. You didn't realize that. You guys wanted to see people fight each other just because you wanted to be entertained. You guys are
And then
the
there's...
biggest assholes.
Idiotic people can't move past their lizard brain.
Yeah. And then there's this
They're
guy
donkey-brained
that
men.
we all kind of know.
No, literally,
And-
humans are biased off of lizard brain. That's the core of your brain.
We
So hard.
I'm not
Wizard.
kidding.
Okay. I'm gonna and like this guy was like he was wearing a tie. He has to act. He's wearing a tie because I was wearing
You had to act.
I had to act because I was wearing a white shirt, kind of loose, and then a tie, like I am right now.
Oh yeah, Tyler.
Yeah, he was like,
What t-shirt
He
contest?
was like, guys, don't freak out on him. He's wearing a tie. He was obligated to break up that fight.
yeah, it was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah. He's pretty awesome.
And then I had the craziest day today.
Tyler's coming to Half Christmas, right? Sorry.
Different Tyler.
Oh, okay.
The creator.
Yeah, he was.
That'd be awesome.
He was in my geometry class. He was like,
Go on with your other thing.
my
now.
crazy day today, like totally crazy.
Totally crazy, man.
I woke up this morning, got ready for work, went to work. I worked all day,
No
and
way.
this guy that I was working with got me in trouble because he had broken a pallet with a bunch of fertilizer on it. And then
He's part of the nation. You can say who
Oh,
he
yeah.
is.
That was bread.
bread got me in trouble. And then
Thought I heard a cat.
I think I did too.
okay,
Pretty sure that was Daniel.
What?
and then I went to this drama benefit that I'm involved in, and I got very unhappy with my.
Is that not you?
It's not me.
That's not Dan.
Dude, your cats are loud.
Are they upstairs?
I have no idea where they're at.
Damn. Go on.
I wonder if people
And
can
then-
hear that on the mic.
You might hear some meowing throughout this cast.
If
I
you
guess.
hear that, 10 points.
Whoa,
job. And I was singing my song,
Rewinding doesn't count.
and my English, my drama teacher, like, not just kind of quietly, like loud, not like.
Was she on stage?
No, she was off stage, right next to the stage.
Oh, where she normally is?
Yeah, and she sang my part at me. Loud. I was singing just fine. I was singing my part just fine. And she was saying at me loud. So that I could definitely hear her over the sound of the music. And everyone in the audience could hear her. It made me look like I was doing something wrong when I was in
That was a
Lauren!
And it was the most frustrating moment I've had all day. And I wanted to go off stage and just
Stab her.
puncher.
Slap a hoe.
slap a hoe. And I was like, I left the benefit early.
You just
I had-
called your teacher a hoe.
I don't care. She really pissed me off. That's like
I hope none of the people
We
you
have
hate
one
watch
less
this
subscriber
podcast.
now.
yeah. That's like
He's so weird.
her going up to me and being like, "You're a horrible singer, and you shouldn't do that anymore." That's like the biggest insult
That's
to
definitely
me.
how I probably would have taken it if I was
Yeah.
good at singing at all.
That's like the biggest insult to me that anyone can do while I'm performing on stage. So I left early. I finished all the stuff I did. I watched all the scenes, but she was talking at the end, so I just left.
Dude, I thought you said you washed all the scenes. I was
I
like,
watched-
that can't be
Yeah, I heard
right.
wash.
Wash
I
your
watched.
fire.
I
No.
watched.
And then I was like, that can't be right. It
You
has
just
to be
did the whole
washed.
process, evaluate,
Exactly.
deconstruct, and then reprocess
Exactly.
in like
Congratulations.
3 seconds.
Congratulations. And then they picked me up, and I was really annoyed. And that's my rant for right now.
Alright.
Congratulations, you
That's
heard.
fun.
Yeah, that was my day.
Have we talked about video games yet?
Well, something I want to talk about is like E3 is coming up.
Didn't
So-
already
June
have it?
13th. No.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So game
Well, he just said
information is pretty limited right now, but we'll talk a lot about stuff when E3 happens.
Yeah.
So that thing happened Tuesday, and a lot of people have been freaking out about it. The Watch Dogs release thing. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I haven't
Yes.
gotten it yet.
I haven't gotten to it yet, but
I'm just gonna wait till I get my
One.
Xbox One. Then I'm gonna just buy it on
Yeah.
You'll probably be seeing videos in that when we do that.
yeah.
Probably.
maybe.
Maybe.
No,
I
never.
probably won't be there because
Maybelline.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
I'll probably get mine sometime this summer, probably before Destiny comes out, because I don't feel like buying two
Yeah.
two Destiny
I'm
games.
looking to get
So
my Xbox One by October, and then my recording stuff by December.
I'm gonna try to get all of the gear
So if that
for
works
recording in like a month.
We should be able to start putting out like other videos besides.
just podcasts,
podcasts,
and other
Very
old
soon.
videos.
And
Very
I'm probably gonna work on my computer because I really enjoy computer gaming. So I might do some computer gaming Let's Plays, maybe just by myself. Just show you guys.
Let's plays by yourself.
Well, not Let's Plays by myself. Maybe just some like
Let's
some
plays
like
by myself is an interesting
speed runs
concept.
on some stuff.
Yeah, once Dan gets his computer, we'll probably put out some PC game videos because we'll be able to run fraps and a mic at the same time.
Yeah.
I can probably just buy a capture card too.
You don't need one.
Yeah.
I can
For
get
your
one
PC.
too. Not for the PC
Oh,
ones,
okay.
but for our Xbox stuffs. Or
Yeah,
other
I'll buy one when you turn your computer
off.
Unprofessional.
Way to be a
My phone's over here.
Yeah,
We're
call them out.
charging.
Professional.
That matters.
When everybody here, except for me, is under 18.
It might be over there, but still.
Still.
You can just turn the
Barely.
sound off.
Barely.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's all focus on Jacob's phone.
We are. He's texting.
Just be a complete asshole to him about it.
What?
Video game stuff.
Stuff.
Pelican.
Well, I had a question to ask you guys. So, what game would you guys like to see remade or a sequel to where the franchise hasn't been releasing games for like the past 5 years?
Dante's Inferno? I don't know how old Dante's Inferno is.
Let me check.
Does it have
My,
to be-
my cat pissed on case is here.
Let me see.
Does it
Just
have
keep talking.
Does
Somebody
it have
else.
to be
while I
5
read.
years?
Yeah,
Nah, probably just like one that you know has been discontinued.
yeah, Dante's Inferno 2 would be.
I'm not sure how they do that, but
Well, at the end of it, they had you going to paradise, and
Never played it, though,
You saw Lucifer turn into a snake and crawl into paradise,
so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what.
and you're still looking for your wife.
oh, that sucks.
Which is also your cousin.
Yep.
If you've read Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
Does not sound like a game for me. But
It's pretty God of War type combat,
Yeah, but
but
it
it's centered around the story of
Dante's Inferno.
Yeah.
But it's a lot different because it's
you actually get to fight crazy shittily instead of just talking to people like he did. Really,
just. Yeah.
Star Wars Battlefront game. Definitely.
they're actually coming out with one.
My wish is.
Yeah, your
granted
wish
then.
has already been granted. What would you like to see in it, though?
Melee. They didn't
I
have
don't know
Melee in
what
Star
the
Wars Battlefront.
Melee, that's all you want, just melee.
I wanted the ability to punch people.
for
because
that,
you
I'd like
can-
to see more game types. Just like a million and one
Yeah, that'd
different
be
game
cool.
types. I loved Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh yeah. I
That
love
stuff
it.
was like the best.
Yeah, I have no idea when this came out, whatever.
So I have.
Whoa, I didn't go yet.
So?
Before I forget
We're not going in
something,
order.
goddamn. So I've had a huge problem because I started out playing
How heated
video
is
games. Shut up. I've started out playing video games on PlayStation 2, right? So whenever I talk about like pressing a button, I'm instantly going.
2010, by the way. Sorry.
I'm instantly going to that video.
Almost 5 years.
To the controls to the game. So
Yeah, I noticed.
We're playing on GTA, and I'm like, I hit the triangle button when I hit Y, and everyone's like, the triangle button.
Yeah.
Really, Jacob?
It's.
God.
You might have started on PlayStation 2, but
I've been playing Xbox longer. I know that.
exactly.
It is weird because I
My
haven't.
point.
To me, it really doesn't matter. I mean, it's just like press the button that's here.
We know what it
Nah,
is.
It's gonna annoy me.
The only problem is if you say X, and then it just throws me the.
I don't
Press
say
the X button. I am. No, the other X button. What other X button?
There's
If
no.
you ever say press select, I will be very
I say that.
angry.
Because it's been select on controllers for ages, and then Microsoft's like, nah, it's gotta be
The back
pause in the back button.
I don't see
Or
the.
forward in the back button, or whatever they do.
It's always start or the back button for me. That's
For
just
me,
how I
it's
go
always
with it.
start and select.
That's like
That's
PlayStation,
tradition.
No, that's like PlayStation and Nintendo and Sega
basically. That matters.
and all the game consoles that started.
But it's not
gaming
360.
on
Let's be
consoles.
Definitely
boring
playing on
podcast.
This isn't boring. We're having a
No,
discussion.
about-
But anyways, the game I would want
Select.
to see a sequel to or remade would be Vex for the GameCube. The game was awesome.
I remember that. I remember playing.
Yeah, that game was awesome.
That.
So
Have they
never
come
played
out- Have they
Huh?
come out with a Spyro game lately?
Probably not.
Just
You guys know the
just
voice
the
of
statue,
Spyro?
just the statue things.
This
one coming
the
out?
same guy who plays Nathan Drake. Nathan
What?
Drake, right? Guy who
No.
plays Nathan Drake.
Nolan North? No, that's Desmond Miles.
Who were we
too.
talking? What?
But,
I don't know what you
Sonic
said.
the
Sorry, I was,
Hedgehog as well.
focused on Jacob.
Do you guys know who the voice actor for Spyro is?
Give me a minute.
the voice actor for I don't know, somebody else.
Elijah Wood.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah,
That's cool.
Frodo.
That's awesome.
Baggins.
I never knew that until like a couple weeks ago, and I haven't gone back and played Spyro to check because I don't have a PS2 right now.
Cool.
But Spyro used to be
It's
my
always
shit.
Yeah, Spyro was.
Spyro's
Spyro
fucking
is-
Spyro.
Spyro is
awesome.
so undescribably awesome. I'm having trouble describing it.
Yeah.
All right.
They need. I don't know if they have they made another game.
For what?
For anything.
For Spyro?
Yeah.
Spyro, they've just been releasing the statue things, which they have made an insane amount of money off of, because they
don't doubt
sell the statues individually, and so they make a crap ton of money, and they keep making more. And then Disney
pay
stole
for
their,
nostalgia,
and then
so-
Disney took their idea and made their own line that is basically the same. It's just Disney characters.
A game that I want to see redone, or not redone, a part 2 of is the Saboteur, because that was my favorite game ever.
Called it.
But
Yeah.
the thing about that is they were going to make a Saboteur 2, and then Pandemic went out of business, and EA was supposed to take over, and they just
EA.
The way
Dropped it.
EA,
I get it.
they're kind of
dropped it.
Yeah.
Pay $10 for the next mission.
They're like a quarter of the way through already making the game.
And then just like, not worth the effort.
I
yeah,
would
but
have
you
loved
see,
to see that.
you can see that a lot in games where they
Yeah.
start off one way and they're just like, nah, we're gonna go this way, and then you'll see like art and stuff from the game that doesn't match up with what's actually in the game. So you're just like, that's weird because I've never seen that or anything like that. Why is it here?
Yeah.
Also,
Yeah.
I have no idea where this franchise went, but I'd really like to see Escape 4. I think they might be working on it.
That'd be
and
awesome.
They probably aren't.
Skate
But,
3 was really good.
I loved all of the Skate games, and I want to play one that's not like, oh god, man, the old days. I remember playing this.
So do you think if they made Escape 4, the cover would be like 2 skateboards snapped in half?
I probably wouldn't give a fuck what the cover was. I wouldn't give a fuck what that story was either. I'd just like to play a new skate game, probably.
I haven't seen any like skateboarding games, but there's a new one that's going to be coming out on the Xbox One and I think PlayStation 3, which is the Sunset Overdrive.
That's not a skate game.
That's not a skate game.
It
or
looks like
skateboard
Tony
game at all.
Hawk with zombies.
It looks
basically-
like Tony Hawk was on.
It's
but
not
there's
a
no
skate
skateboard.
game. I'm just saying that that's kind of what it reminded me of is Tony Hawk with freaking zombies.
Yeah.
That's not what you called it though, but
All right.
You didn't let me finish before you tore me a new butthole.
no, thank you.
It wasn't an invitation.
It wasn't an invitation.
So, anyone else has stories about
If
this
you
game?
say so, I expect you to say
Yeah.
God.
It's like, so. Somebody else fill in here.
Huh.
I said so. Does anyone else have any stories about their week?
Honestly, this last week was just like get stuff done
Yeah,
because
pretty much.
everything I had
School's almost over.
school related was due yesterday. It was due yesterday. Everything was due yesterday.
Yeah,
So
I gave a presentation in my psychology class, so I don't have anything to do next week, and just took a test in math, so now I just gotta study math for finals. And in my speech class, I gotta give a speech next week, so
I
don't really have a lot going on.
think before the school year's over, I'm probably going to explode on my ceramics teacher.
you should
Oh.
you should just like slap
I
her.
talked about her in podcast 2.
You talked about her
Dude,
in
I
a
don't even
podcast.
remember
Whatever.
I do.
what I've said in
I
other
remember
podcasts.
almost every word I've said about her because it's almost the same every time. But she like a couple days ago, I was like one of the only kids in class. There was me and 2 other kids, and I walked up to her and I just told her what every kid in the class was thinking, and I just voiced it. And I was like, actually before this, I checked my grade. I said, "What's my grade?" I'm only missing like 3 projects out of about 10, and she's like, "You're at 47%." I'm like, the
Wait.
math doesn't add up.
How many out of 10?
Like 3. I'm only missing like 3.
Oh,
Should be like 70% or 60% at the lowest.
yeah.
47%. I'm like, oh, that doesn't really add up because I know for a fact that she expects more out of me anyway.
Yeah.
That's just last year during.
Which is kind of
That's
crap.
funny.
It's
That's
pretty
crap.
bullshit.
Oh,
right?
last year we took anatomy, botany, and ecology. Me and Lauren. And she always would come back to us and be like, "Why aren't you guys doing more?" It's like, because we don't have to. We're just going to high school. We're not like trying to do.
This isn't
more
a college class.
Yeah, it's like-
we have all our work done.
We have all we just talk in the back of class because we do all our work. And we just relax.
Yeah, it's like, I'm not going to school to do this.
I'm not.
Right.
I'm doing it because I
I
have
have to because I need 2 more science credits. But anyway,
How it was.
I figured that day I had to lay it down for her. Half of it.
So the other half's
I
coming.
walked up. Oh yeah, and it's gonna come hard. But she's gonna.
I feel like you took that sexual.
I did.
Damn, Pelican.
Wow.
That's me.
Dirty mind.
But aside from that,
Wow.
I walked up and I was like, I think you're giving us too many assignments in this class. That's just what I believe. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying, I think you give us too many assignments in this class. Because there's 2 kids passing with, I think, 20 kids in the class.
Yeah.
2 kids are passing, and everyone who's not passing and is passing says the same thing. There's too many assignments in the class. She treats it like it's a college class.
Yeah.
We don't have time. We have like 45 minutes of the day
Yeah.
for all of this crap that she's giving us. And so
And now in Myrtle Point, you don't have all the classes like every day.
No.
You don't have them every day, so that makes it a little bit harder.
it's, yeah, definitely.
And in a college class, you get like 3 hours a class.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it a lot easier, definitely.
But
Like, at Myrtle Point, I'm just gonna explain the schedule. Like on Myrtle Point, we have Mondays and Fridays, which is every class, and
Yep.
on every other day, like Tuesday, we don't have 1st and 7th period, which Lauren has.
hold on, this is gonna sound really confusing. I'm gonna lay it down like
So electives, I'm guessing, are 1st and 7th periods.
we
right?
have no.
No.
We have 5 school days, but the way it's lined out, we only have 4 days of each class.
Huh.
Because the middle 3 are all jumbled up and it's really confusing.
Yeah.
And a boring topic. But anyway,
Okay.
she says to me after I tell her this, well, maybe if you would have been more productive in the beginning of the trimester, you wouldn't be behind. Now, first off, I wanted to tell her that there's no way that everyone in the class didn't do anything for the first 2 weeks, because that's bullshit. But secondly, what I actually told her was that, yes, I was working, because you told me to work on this project from trimester 2, even though it's trimester 3. You told me to get this done, because it's going to change my grade. That didn't happen. I got it done, it's finished, and I spent the first 2 weeks on that project. So I fell behind, yeah. But she says, well, maybe if you would have been productive. And every time she says that now, it's like a tick in my head.
Yeah.
And it's going to throw me off, and I get so pissed. But anyway, I said, okay, because I knew that everyone in the class hated it. So I brought up, so on another note, how many kids signed up for Ceramics 2?
I think you told this story, that part of the story at least,
I don't remember that.
a
Nope,
couple weeks ago.
not
No?
on the podcast.
Okay.
How many kids signed up for Ceramics 2? At that point, the 2 other kids in the room stop what they're working on, and they just like slowly pan their heads up at me because they know shit's going down, because they know that no one
Yeah.
signed up for Ceramics 2. And she just pauses for a second, and she's like, Ceramics 2 is for the kids who are productive and doing well in the class. And I said, yeah, okay, I just want to know, I was just wondering how many people actually signed up for Ceramics 2. And then she's just like, do you want to be sent to in-school right now? And I was like, whoa! I'm sorry, I was just
That
asking
escalated
a question. I didn't know. I'm sorry, ma'am, we'll get right back to work for you. Here I go. Into the other room. Oh my god, I could just feel the tension relieve me as I left the room. It was ridiculous.
There's because drama's my 7th period class. I feel like on Monday when we go to 7th period, I'm gonna see Lauren in school.
You
Like-
might.
Like, hey Jacob.
Like, hey, Lauren.
Before the end of the year. I'm only pissed because that's the only class that's throwing off my GPA.
Yeah, like, I'm not.
I would have been on honor roll last trimester if it wasn't for that class.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We talked about art and podcast.
Yeah, yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Now I remember.
There's
After
a
the
lot.
conversation's over.
This was kind of a depressing topic. It seemed just funnel your anger into the mic, basically. That's kind of how it felt.
I just want him
So-
to understand that once I release myself onto her,
There's no way any of us could not have taken that way. I'm sorry.
yeah, there's
Not us.
Y'all are terrible people. The company I
Yeah, we're all children.
You have to admit that did sound like
That sounded really bad, Lauren.
release myself. That doesn't sound like shit. You guys are too tired.
Yes, I am. I haven't stopped moving since before I was
Oh
born.
wow.
That wasn't
Anyway,
funny though.
I just want the nation to know because like there's definitely going to be a follow up to this
I really hope so. I can't wait.
Oh yeah, next week there's gonna be stories of what happens.
by the time
It's gonna
school's
be really
out.
funny.
Which
So
is
I'm
my
not gonna
next
say
week-
next week, but I will say
I'm-
by the time
next week-
school's out.
Next week I'll have the story of
very well
me
could be.
confronting my drama teacher.
It very well could be
Sounds
next
fun.
week
Patrick
though.
Bauer.
Confronting? Confronting. Did you hear what I said?
I only have 8 days left, and only 6 of them are in that class. I only have 6 more periods of that class left, and I don't think I can hold myself back anymore. It's so frustrating.
It does make sense. I can understand your frustration at that point. Oh,
Okay, Pelican's the only one that's
I'm
taking
sorry.
it anymore.
really?
Me and Dan have moved
I'm sorry. God dang it, Pelican.
Blame his Coquille roots.
Yeah.
I'm
Are you kidding me?
Me and Lauren aren't
People from Coquille always take stuff that way.
Oh yeah, we do. Just totally. It's
all
true.
the time.
I don't really care.
I'm just saying.
It makes conversations funnier.
I guess.
I just make a lot of bad jokes all the time, so that's my thing.
Dan's eating
Daniel's
broccoli.
eating broccoli.
Probably sounds like bones.
sounds
Cracking.
disgusting, dude. Put that back. Oh my god.
Damn.
This table.
None of us are
Wobbly
eating.
is shit.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
I'm not gonna say anything. Goddamn. Okay, that is my like filler word.
Transition.
Yeah, it's like, so what do you guys want to talk about?
Yeah, that's the way to go.
Fuck.
GTA.
GTA. We've been playing the shit
We
out of that.
discovered that riding jet skis down Mount
Oh
Chiliad
my
is not an easy task.
God. You weren't there, Jacob.
No, I just don't think it would be.
So, me
weren't
and
even
Lauren were
there.
playing GTA 5 the other day, and we're just messing around
Thanks
on
for
jet skis
reiterating
and
what
stuff.
they had just said.
And anyways,
Thanks,
we
Nick.
find this one little trail of water that goes up a mountain, and it can only be like a couple inches deep and like less than a foot wide. We drove jet skis all the way up a mountain on that trail.
Was that
and
the one
then,
that you showed me?
Yeah.
and then we go down them, and you go down fast as shit. And so we're like, oh my god, we should do this on Chiliad. So we get cargo bobs, and we pull our jet skis up to the top of the mountain, and we put them on that little bridge that goes down Old Man's Crack. And we get Dan into the game, and he goes to push us down. We're like, this is gonna be awesome. This is gonna be fucking awesome. He pushes us down, and we stop. Like a quarter of the way down, we just stop because we don't have any water, and we thought we would keep going, but we just
no
stopped.
rivers on Chiliad.
So
there you go.
So we were just like halfway down, like, woo! Oh god, this sucks.
So I
We
recently
probably
bought a
spent, like-
house in GTA 5.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, it's a shit.
Yay.
That's the first time I've ever been in a shitty house in the game.
Yeah, I was just really impatient, so I just bought an apartment.
I've never seen his house.
Actually, I like it because I don't have to run downstairs to change my clothes.
I didn't buy a house until the stimulus package came.
Yeah, me either.
Where I got the 400,000.
'Cause I didn't have any money.
All of this is going to that most expensive house. Because why not?
I don't get the stimulus package because
Because you didn't play before.
Yeah, I don't even own the game. I'm just
Dan,
borrowing
quit
it.
eating
Oh
the
my
broccoli.
God.
It's so
Throw it
loud.
away. You fuck.
You threw it on the floor.
What a waste.
It's empty.
No, it's empty. That is a stalk of broccoli.
Throwable on the floorable. It's not,
Not
empty.
It's not.
God damn.
God damn it.
Crunch. That's so loud.
So,
I want to see the audio spike. I'm gonna take a bite out of that thing.
Sorry.
Oh my god, I see you.
That's not the spike.
I'm just kidding.
that's what she said.
Wow.
No, you're taking it that way.
Ow.
Can we just Can we just not?
I feel like I can't ever get comfortable when we podcast because I'm always like moving and stuff. But I don't know if that's because we're podcasting or because I'm drinking Monster. I don't really know.
It's both.
It's probably the chair.
It's
So,
something.
I want to tell you
It's
guys about this
something.
really trippy dream that I had.
Don't drop that. Don't.
What?
Go.
So, I didn't tell Laura this, but I had just gotten off work. It was last Saturday. I didn't say this during the podcast. No, it was that night after the
Okay.
podcast was over. I had a dream that I
had a dream.
shut up. That I split into two persons, two different people.
Dude, did you fight yourself?
No. I was like, I woke up and then like half of me just like left, like into a different person, like a whole body just kind of like split away, and like we had the same consciousness.
So
I don't know what that
cellular reproduction.
No. It was like the same conscious. We shared a
Oh, your
consciousness.
consciousness split?
Yeah, like not split, but we were having the same memories, the same things at the same time.
So you cloned, but you were still connected.
Yeah, so half of me went to work, and then half of me went to the beach and hung out with you guys and like played music and sat around a bonfire. And then like the whole day went by, and then they joined again when I fell asleep.
Alright.
It was like really trippy. I explained it way better than
Maybe it's like you're seeing the future and you're like, I could go this way, or I could go
go this way. Yeah, maybe that's what happened. But it was like
That'd be cool.
I can't comprehend
Except
what
for I've
happened.
never gone to the beach with you guys, so
I can't comprehend what happened because it's just
weird.
it just doesn't make any sense.
Yep. I hear ya. Doesn't make any sense.
I don't dream very often,
But when I do.
I
I feel like we talked about dreams on podcast 2.
We did.
Also.
Yeah.
Actually, it wasn't podcast 2. It was like the last podcast.
No,
2 weeks.
It was a
or 2
What?
months
podcast
ago.
too. It was a month ago.
That was a long
Um,
time.
I die a lot in my dreams.
Okay, that's
Oh.
normal.
I don't know what's up with that. Normally my dreams have meaning,
Do they?
but one time I had a dream that I might have talked about this. That
Probably.
coffee was 15% off in Japan.
Yeah, you did.
Talked about 50% off coffee.
In Japan,
That's my
and-
favorite dream so far. Because like it doesn't mean anything to me yet.
Alright.
Maybe one day I'll go to Japan and be like, oh, coffee's
well-
really cheap here.
Shit.
That's nice.
I have dreams all the time, but I just don't remember them, so.
Yeah, I feel like if I did have dreams a lot, I would just like write them down as soon as I wake up, because that's what I do when I do have dreams.
I don't have a dream journal. I should try to start doing that. 'cause I
We
have
should
a-
all start doing that, and then we can have Dreamcast.
I keep Dreamcast, son of a bitch. I write down almost everything in my notepad on my iPod.
Well, did you write down what's your favorite book? Or what your
Yeah.
favorite book is? What is it?
It's
the book
empty.
he wrote.
Oh,
I have a page that says favorite books. It's
there's
blank.
nothing on it.
Yeah,
Well, Jacob?
Notebooks. That's your favorite
My
books.
favorite book.
not a bookster.
Oh damn it.
Oh, damn it.
How about
Pelican?
movies, huh?
Shadow Prowler.
Shadow Prowler.
I don't know. I
I
read
don't
a
know what
lot
that
of books, so I can't really pick a favorite. Like I can get really into a book series, and then sometimes some books are really interesting to me, and then I think some books in the same like style would be interesting, but are completely boring.
Yeah, there's some of those.
Yeah, the book I'm talking about is pretty interesting. It's like, it's very Tolkien-like in the world. So, trolls, monsters, swordsmen, and magic, crap like that. But the main character is a thief, and he does not want to go on the quest. That's the best thing about
So
it.
he
He's-
basically gets blackmailed in by the king?
No, he actually... Well, actually, yeah, that's actually exactly what happens.
For some reason, I was thinking about dreams. I thought you were
But
talking
anyways-
about a dream.
That was
So, like, in his world, the way a thief works is he takes contracts for so much money, but
How much?
so basically the king tells him, you can
Quid.
take this contract
40 quid.
or I can send you to jail. But the thing is, he's like, oh, I'll take the contract and then I'll just run away. But you can't do that because in this world, there's a god that's a thief god, and if you take a contract and you break it, you will have ill will for the rest of your life, so you'll basically die really shortly after you break your contract.
Well, that sucks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So that's kind of a thing, is he takes the contract and he can't break it or else he knows he's gonna die, but he still doesn't want to go on this quest.
The thing is,
And he has a double crossbow, which is awesome.
That's actually really cool.
With,
With-
fire and
That sounds
ice arrows.
with books, I got some beef with books.
They're full of letters. Hate letters.
That's a problem. I
God.
don't like that. I read like the first 3 Ranger's Apprentice books, and I'm like, the story in this is really awesome. I'm not gonna read the rest though.
I
It
hope
just
they're
takes
just
too
movies.
long, and it's really drawn out. And if this was on screen, I would really enjoy this story. Which
Yeah.
I think they are making a Ranger's Apprentice movie.
I hope so. That'd
I
be
hope so.
I'd enjoy my movie, except it'd probably be made in Russia, because that's where it got written. So,
But
it's funny, when everybody laughs in that book, they're always like, ho ho ho! I'm not even kidding. Every laugh in that book is ho ho ho.
Oh,
Pan's Labyrinth
That's
was
funny.
not in English, so that could be potentially good.
Yeah, but I doubt it'll be made into a movie. I think it's too much like Tolkien's books to be made into movies here.
well, when I read,
Yeah.
I
Audio.
I have a tendency to
Weird.
skip a lot.
Oh, it's gone.
Normally, I will read like maybe the first and the last sentence in a paragraph, because I'm like, everything else is about detail, and
Yeah.
so for a reference paragraph, it's like the king walked into the room.
Oh, did he now?
His crown was shining. The pillars on the sides were white. The lights were slightly dimmed. The carpet was red. The throne was cold. He sat down in the throne. Paragraph end. That's how it goes. The first and the last paragraphs, the only ones that matter.
The first and last
He walked
paragraph?
into the
entire
room.
book.
You said the
Oh,
first and last
sentences
paragraph.
of a paragraph. He walked into the room. He sat on the throne. There you go. That's the
Okay.
paragraph. That's all I need to know. If I was watching a movie, I wouldn't have to read about what the pillars were. I could see that the pillars are white.
If you
You
ever
know?
read the Bible, that must be fun.
I watched the Bible series on History Channel. That was,
So,
that
I
was
have,
interesting.
I have a question, kind of sidetracks from
Go for it.
what Lauren was talking about. What is your favorite form of communication?
Speaking.
Like if you had like not face-to-face communication, what is your favorite form?
Calling.
Talking on the phone?
I don't know.
He likes having sex.
I barely talk to people anyways.
Okay. Pelican just decides to be a hermit. And Lauren?
I don't know. Email. I email a lot of people.
I write letters.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Letters are
Bullshit.
fun.
I
but-
write letters.
Bullshit. Don't wag your finger at me, bitch. Get out of my
That's the girl that I'm texting right now. I write letters.
Oh, yeah. You're
Oh.
texting her, are you? That's writing letters.
No. I legitimately write letters and send them to people.
Way to quickly disprove yourself. That was fucking funny.
Yeah, I like email. No.
My
I
favorite,
like
my favorite
typing
form
letters.
of communication, not face-to-face, is writing letters. Lauren, I do write letters.
That was fucking funny.
I do write letters. You're being an asshole.
It's a little different when you.
He's just
trying to say it that
acting,
way.
Whatever.
I don't know. It seemed like that really wasn't one of the options that immediately came to our heads.
That's because nobody does it anymore.
I do.
I don't write
I've
letters.
written
Yeah,
letters
that's why it's
before,
more
it just
sincere.
doesn't happen very often.
Emails
'cause-
are the new version of letters.
Basically.
Yeah, I like.
Except for you can get pictures with them.
Yeah, that's cool.
You can
You
get
can
pictures
draw a
with
picture. and
Yeah.
a letter.
Yeah, I
There's
do
a
it all the
flower.
time.
Here's a flower. You
I-
can send a flower with your letter.
Yeah, you can.
I know words good.
Physically.
Here's a flower.
Like,
God.
I feel like writing a letter is the most sincere way of communicating. Yeah.
It's definitely a lot more sincere, and it's definitely a lot more of a romantic way of thinking. And I do like it like that.
I like writing letters.
I don't know. There's
Oh,
not
yeah?
a lot of ways of communicating that aren't through telephone or writing in some form.
Yeah.
I like Skyping too. Skyping's
That's
another.
that's kind of more of a
That's-
face-to-face thing
Kind of the same principle.
or calling. And you
Yeah.
said no face-to-face, so
Pretty much most of my
It's just like the phone call.
information is passed through emails now. I hardly ever text.
It's because you can't get picture messages.
I mean,
on
I
your
like
phone.
smoke signals myself, but
That's way more sincere.
I like
than your
Morse
freaking
code.
Dumb stuff.
What's that thing with the flags?
Directions. It's usually used for
Sigaform
boats.
or something like that.
It's like Morse code, but it's different.
I use homing pigeons.
So letters.
Letters attached to feet.
No, not in letters. I just
Pigeons and feet.
Don't worry, I use homing chickens. They gotta cross the road.
I like
They're not
writing
good.
in Braille.
They were cheaper though. They're not as good, but they were cheaper. Success rate
make
is a
paper
little lower.
airplanes.
That's still writing a letter, basically just folding it in a certain way. God.
Alright then.
Fine.
Yeah.
So, let's
I
go
mean-
on to a different thing.
Oh.
I don't know what.
Picture messages.
Dan just poked himself in the eye on the table.
No, I didn't.
Then why did you,
I just
why did you
started
go?
to get a headache.
"Ugh."
I'm starting to get a headache.
I don't know.
It looks like he did that because he moved his head like closer to the table and then he's just like, ugh, and put his hands on his eyes.
I don't really just do the emails for picture messages, but like, I don't know. It's just it's easier for me
Convenient.
Yeah.
in my.
It's basically why
Disposition.
it's so popular. Is it's convenient,
It's so quick and
meaningless.
easy. And
I have a question that goes back to the previous conversation
Go for it.
because Lauren said that he likes the visual things more than reading them. What's your favorite movie?
Yeah, that's
Scott
a pretty
Pilgrim
good.
versus the World.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew that.
Lauren's watched it like 600 times plus.
I like the movie The Thing. If we're going around the table with that,
Yeah.
There's 2 movies of it, and I like both of them equally. So
Lord of the Rings, Two Towers, because I love the
Lord of the
end
Rings.
battle
Sky.
to that
Lord of the
one.
Rings is really good.
I
Good trilogy.
almost called Minecraft Sky Mine.
What?
Minecraft should do a mashup Lord of the Rings thing.
That would be
Yeah,
badass.
that'd
That'd be tight.
I would love that.
Especially if they
Oh,
made
they just came out with their
Helm's Deep.
Halo thing.
Yeah,
we didn't talk
that was
about
pretty
that.
Oh
cool.
god, it's awesome!
It is like
played
the
it
coolest
yet.
thing
I'm
ever.
so happy with what they did on that.
Except for they didn't finish Valhalla, but
I'll let it slide.
they did pretty
Let
good
slide.
on it
They
though.
put a lot
Yeah.
of shit on that map.
Yeah.
And that's pretty cool.
Dude, they
'Cause
made a mammoth.
Just yeah, they did.
I didn't actually get to see the mammoth. I don't know where it
Yeah,
is.
the scarab,
It's
too.
outside Blood Gulch with the scarab. You can't go through like the tunnels. You have to go over the mountains
Yeah,
to
you
get
have
to
to
it.
find it.
I haven't found Blood Gulch yet.
What?
Did you even follow the path?
There's tunnels with like titles.
I know, like I found
Blood Gulch should have been like the first one you went to.
And then they have a whole mission. Mission 4, Silent Cartographer.
Yeah, they
I-
have
I
that.
went
They
to
have
that
that
one.
whole thing. It's
Yeah,
just an island.
that was
off on
pretty
the side.
cool. I actually really
Awesome,
enjoyed
dude.
that.
That was tight.
I know.
So
It's stupid. I went to the door and I was like, it's gonna go down on the tunnel. No.
they made that.
Yeah. I didn't care. I was like,
Yeah, I didn't
saw
care either. They
all
already
the
put
other
a
stuff.
shit ton of work into
Yeah.
it.
They put like the most amount of work
Yeah.
into one of the
Yeah.
Minecraft mashup packs that I've seen.
And
to
that's
date
something
so
I
far.
can really appreciate because sometimes when
They
you
did.
play a game, you're like,
Fucking awesome.
oh well, they could have
were
done.
awesome.
They could have done this. That would have been nice. If you go into that server on Minecraft and you're like, oh, they could have done. Oh, they
No, they
did do
couldn't.
that. Well, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
They couldn't have done any better
Yeah.
than what I
It's-
see.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I don't think they missed a thing. They hit it dead on for me.
I don't know. That just
Dude, when
it's
I
like,
went
you
to
guys are
Blackout,
freaking awesome.
when I went to Blackout, I was like, I was in survival and I was like, how the fuck am I? Oh, it's stairs.
Yeah, I
The
only
bow
did
and
it in
arrow is a
survival. I didn't
needler.
buy the
Yeah, I know, that's awesome.
Bow and arrow is a needler. It shoots needles. That's pretty
Ow.
cool. They have gravity hammers, energy swords.
Oh man, they made what's the one in the jungle? I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, you can do griff ball.
Guardian.
Guardian, yeah.
You can play griff ball because they have gravity hammers. and
Gravity hammers
energy
are
swords.
axes.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Oh,
That
and
would
the
be cool.
armor? Like, if you put on diamond armor, it's a Venerator from Halo 4.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I
That's pretty
noticed
cool too. And
Jacob's
gold
over here
armor
like,
is-
I have no fucking clue what's going
I
on.
don't see how you don't know. You're the one who plays Minecraft more than any of us, I think.
No, he just spends time on there
Okay,
not
he
playing.
just, he just lays on there.
I haven't played Minecraft in actually a couple weeks,
Yeah, but it's awesome.
Oh,
We'll show
sorry.
you.
except for the Let's Plays.
Somebody left their
Somebody
Xbox
left
on.
their
Wow, that was cool.
I turned my TV off.
It was probably
at
mine
Yeah.
actually.
So that
What?
turned me off.
Yeah. What were we talking about before Minecraft?
God,
I was asking you guys what your guys' favorite movies was. And
Oh, yeah.
Lord, I was about to say something.
Yeah, the reason I love Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, is because I love the Helm's Deep battle. It is freaking
the
amazing.
battle
Yeah,
music
it
is
is.
I
pretty
love
sweet.
the Lord of the Rings movies, like they were made. I don't remember when. When was the first one made? Do you know? Does anyone know?
No idea.
2007, maybe? I don't know.
That was like
No. Not 2007.
2005.
It's an older movie
I think
franchise.
it's like 2003.
Yeah, it's an older movie franchise.
I don't think I was 7 when I saw the first one.
You see it in
But I might be
theaters?
wrong.
You see it in theaters?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh. Well, maybe.
December 19th, 2001.
Holy crap!
I was gonna say 2001.
Okay.
God
Jeez.
damn it.
Yeah,
I should have.
that.
Okay, maybe I didn't see the
I
theaters.
felt a
don't
little
remember.
off.
The movie
It's
should've said
still really good.
Yeah.
like I could go watch the first one again. Like they had such advanced cinematography
yeah.
for their time.
It's still really good. I don't.
Like
Yeah,
it's
it's
it
still
ages
really, good
well.
quality.
It
Yeah.
ages really well.
So like
Waiting on that
Kudos.
new Hobbit movie.
to them.
Not a
Actually,
Hobbit movie.
once the last Hobbit movie comes out, once it comes out on DVD, I'm gonna watch all the extended version. I'm gonna watch every Hobbit movie and then the extended version of the Lord of the Rings.
So my friend Christian,
48 hours, I think, is gonna be the time.
he also loves Lord of the Rings, and he's watched extended editions and stuff like that. I think we added it up, and if you were to watch all the Hobbit movies and the Lord of the Rings, and if you had like director's cuts, I think it would take you like 18 to 20 hours to watch all of them.
We should do that. Just
And
one
I
day.
totally would want to do that, just to watch all of
Yeah.
them in a row. Would
I have
be
a theater
amazing.
at my house, so
Well,
You just
I
have
wait
to
till the third Hobbit
buy a
comes
bunch.
out
Yeah.
and start with Hobbit 1 and then go
Yeah,
all the way
exactly.
through, and then we could just
Hobbit 1, 2, 3, Lord of the Rings 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I think we should do that at your house.
Did you guys
in
know
my theater.
the Lord of the Rings is supposed to be one book?
Yep.
Yeah.
Did you know that he has the rest of the world is completely mapped out in other books that he wrote?
Yep.
Middle Earth.
Middle Earth is.
For some reason, like when you're starting the topic, like, oh, Lord of the Rings, there was something about it. I thought you were gonna be like, oh, the book was better, and I would have just been like, fuck
actually
you
haven't-
and your dumb
Dude,
book.
I haven't read
Actually,
the book.
I've
and
read the
it's
books,
good.
and it is better.
Yeah, all the,
so
the
fuck
books
you.
are.
You just walked in.
I'm not
dude.
watching the book.
See,
You did this
I'm
to
not
yourself.
watching the book.
see, but that's
No, you
I'm,
did
I'm
this
saying
to
fuck
yourself.
you.
see. This
I
is
don't
the
care. I like watching
okay.
movies.
This is the thing I do with myself is that if I go watch a movie and then I find out it's a book or a book's been made about it, I will not read the book.
Oh.
Because
I'm watching a movie. and
because
it
I
turns
know-
out it's not a movie.
I
it's a
know
book.
either two things will happen. It will ruin the movie for me, or it'll ruin the book for me.
Yeah.
And since I saw the movies, I'm not reading the books.
It's one or the other. That's
Yeah.
how it was for
Same
me
thing
in
with Star Wars.
World War
I mean, I
Z.
read through The Hobbit.
That movie was not about that
It
book.
wasn't even about that same thing.
Yeah.
what were you guys talking
World
about?
War Z.
Oh.
Was the book that we read? The movie.
They didn't even need to take the name for that movie. They could have just done it generic zombie game or generic zombie title and could have gone and actually done a really good movie with that title. But nope, they just like, here's this name because it's from a really, really good book.
That way,
Unless-
we'll never make a good film out of this book.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
Fucking pricks.
They could have. Like, I think it'd
What
been
a great
cool.
miniseries.
Yeah, I think it'd been cool.
So, people who...
AMC, I'm looking at you.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Through this microphone.
What?
I'm looking at the microphone. So, The Hobbit is a book,
Yes,
That's correct.
and The Hobbit is now 3 movies.
that
are
is
coming
correct.
out. I'm fine with the movies being different from the book. And I know a lot of people, like Ryak, was really angry that, like, Azog was in it, like the Pale Orc.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the books, but I don't care.
Yeah.
It's still a good movie, and I
A
don't
lot of the
I don't
stuff,
mind that it's different.
a lot of the stuff that was in the movie was just from other parts of the whole world. So I think
I don't
it
really
was
care.
a good way to pull
Yeah.
everything together.
Yeah, I think it was also a good way because I'm not sure if they could have fit all of that book into the movies and make it interesting at the same time.
Like
Yeah.
the girl that was in the last movie.
She wasn't even... in
She
the
wasn't even
Yeah.
part of the. She's not even. She's just some elf girl that they threw
Yep.
in there.
The
Just
way
a
that
side
they got
character.
the swords was different, too. They didn't just find them in a hole.
Yeah.
It was close, but not quite. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, but I feel like it's a good. It was good
Got to pay the troll toll.
to
Get into
this
this
boy's soul.
Boy's
Boy's soul.
That's kind of what it reminded me of.
Dennis, I need you to take a 5. Yeah, but I'm not gonna read the Lord of the Rings books or the
Because you're not going to read.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah.
What about
It's not like it's a bad thing.
what about Scott Pilgrim comics?
What about them?
Would you
Would
read
you
those?
read 'em?
I don't read comics really.
I don't either.
Most comics are about superheroes.
I read comic books.
I
Okay.
don't like superheroes.
I'd
Really?
probably read a manga
Most?
or a comic book. So.
Most, yeah.
Most?
Most comics,
Okay.
definitely about superheroes.
So have you guys been
Actually, I have
watching
no
any
idea.
TV shows
I'm not
lately?
really-
Like you
no.
started new TV shows?
I just watch a lot of documentaries on History
Netflix?
Channel.
Oh, no.
That's all I do.
Aliens.
What about you, Lauren?
Um,
Oh jeez. like
I
I have a
Good.
story about that. I was chilling. I was like, I want to watch some documentaries, and History Channel 2,
Yep.
like has a lot of documentaries on all the time. So I was like, all right, I'll turn on the documentary, and it was like Ancient Discoveries, which is one of my favorite documentary shows. The documentary, and I was like, I'm too lazy to change the channel. Let's watch whatever's on next. And there was a marathon of Ancient Aliens.
Ancient Aliens.
So I was just
You really watch Ancient Aliens?
yeah, I was just sitting there, and I was like, "How? What?"
Yeah.
is
Basically, that's
this?
the best part about watching the show is like, oh my god, these people are fucking so stupid.
That one science guy, Jason.
With the hair.
Tsoukalos. Yeah.
Jason Derulo?
Jason Tsoukalos.
Yeah. Yeah.
That meme of him.
Aliens.
Aliens. God.
I like the
Like, that's
Photoshop
what I was
ones.
thinking.
They're
That was
funny.
Man.
I was thinking that the entire time he was talking. Well, you see,
Yeah.
Aliens. Well, Breaking Bad ended. And after that
Yep.
ended, I'm like, oh shit, what am I gonna watch? Oh, new season of Workaholics. Yes. Watch the crap out of that.
Yeah. What about you? You watched anything recently?
Recently I was on Netflix and I watched what's it called? Todd and the Book of Pure Evil. That show's pretty funny.
I watched on
Dude,
Netflix.
the guy on there, like the side character of the main character, looks like Gary Shawcross. I'm
Weird.
not even kidding. Like,
Oh, really?
Like at first glance, it's like, what? Like it's weird.
But
Met him. He was cool.
and other than that, like right when Workaholics ended, I'm like, all right, great. Where's my next thing? Where'd it go? Where is it? I haven't found shit.
Yeah.
Like,
How
I've
long
been-
ago was that?
oh god, it's been like a month and a half, and I feel terrible. I can't. There's nothing for me to watch right now.
Yeah, I've,
really?
and I just finished that show, so now I'm watching I started watching Blue Exorcist. So
There's,
yeah,
Oh, really?
there's, there's a new series based off the movie Fargo.
Fargo.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Fargo.
it's called Fargo.
I don't know. I haven't,
It's supposed to be 10
I've been
episodes.
watching it.
I don't know.
I haven't
saw- I
watched
saw
it,
one.
so.
It's pretty top.
I don't know what it's about at all. But I might learn about it
People
later.
in this winter
So-
town. I don't know
Place.
things.
Oh, Game of Thrones, but that's just like
But you know,
that's
I
a
don't-
go-to.
I don't
I
watch
haven't watched
that.
that.
I forget that that's a thing that I watch because it's just so everyday.
Yeah, I read the books. Actually, I didn't read the books. I read the first book and I was like, yeah, I hate this. I'm not watching it.
I read the books.
I read the
Actually,
books.
I'm lying.
I didn't read the books.
I didn't even finish the first one because I got so pissed with the character deaths. I'm just like, nah, this isn't for me. I'm not gonna watch the show either. So,
So,
Anyway, were you gonna say something?
like I
David?
said, if I read one,
A
I can't
TV
watch
series?
the
I'm
other.
not gonna say anything.
TV series.
I was gonna say that the lead character in the Hebrew Hammer, which is a pretty funny parody movie, was in.
I think before you go on with that, the first thing that came to mind was Stalin, like with the Jew beard.
Why did you think of that?
I don't know.
Because he said Hebrew.
And the hammer made me think of the
Russia?
hammer and sickle. Sorry, go on.
He's in the new series of Fargo.
Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. And I watched the Starving Games, which is a really funny new parody of.
I watched that and I was like,
It was,
really? This is.
dude. Those movies are getting terrible. Like those
It was
movies,
such dull humor.
movies that were like that used to be hilarious.
Like
but
Epic
I
movie?
swear they've just gone
Like
downhill.
epic movie.
Yeah, and like scary movie.
I don't really like the scary movies that much.
I mean,
But I
like
did-
they used to be really funny, but now they're just like.
Yeah.
I think that
stupid.
just might be that we've grown up a little bit. And the
Or
humor
that
isn't as
they've
funny
just
anymore.
gotten
might be
really
it.
terrible at making jokes.
That's probably part of it too.
Mm. Yeah, maybe it's the demographic though, because
Yeah.
I feel like, oh, this might have been funny if I was freaking 14 anymore, but I'm not.
Yeah.
You can speak up a little bit.
I could.
The main reason I got on this conversation
Conversation.
was because we were talking about movies.
Well, you see.
I care.
Aliens.
That was a
It's
good
funny because Jacob was doing the hand motion at the exact time.
one. What was the talking
Daniel,
about?
what were you gonna say?
I don't know.
Conversation?
I was interrupted.
was your
The reason I
conversation?
started the conversation was like Jacob brought up movies, and that made me think about The Thing, and branching off about that.
I was like, what thing?
That's
The
what it's
Thing.
called.
That's
Yeah,
the
yeah.
name of the movie.
I
Is
know,
The
I
Thing.
know.
I was watching a new anime that was a spin-off. Lauren's not gonna like this, but it was a spin-off of Soul Eater called Soul Eater Not.
Okay.
They haven't dubbed it yet, and they're like releasing episodes now and stuff.
Yeah, Blue Exorcist isn't dubbed, but
Oh well, I don't care.
it kind of annoys me that I have to read while I'm watching it, because then I don't know, it takes away from me watching it.
I don't understand.
You were going to school
I
and
was like, I
watch
was.
You could tell me to spin the computer around.
This one is not empty.
They are
You tipped
complaining.
it over.
I've watched, like, I watch animes. I met some people that get really pissed off at dubs.
Yeah, I know, and
Like,
that's
like
I can-
irrationally pissed
I can
off
get that.
yeah.
at dubs. I'm like,
There's certain ones that aren't that good, but
there's certain ones that aren't that good, but I don't speak Japanese,
Yeah.
so I'm gonna watch the dubbed ones. They're not that bad. Like some
Yeah,
companies
I
do a
don't
really
care.
good job at dubbing them.
like
So-
I really liked Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. That was really good.
I
I enjoyed that a lot.
like watching them dubbed because then I'm not reading the whole time and
Yeah,
I can
'cause-
actually watch it.
what's going on. Yeah, that's how I feel.
And usually I'm watching these shows like right before I go to bed, so I'll like roll over and I'm like, I can't roll over because I don't know what the fuck they're saying. So I have
Yeah.
to roll back over and then my eyes are like burning. I'm like, nope, I'm going to bed.
Basically, what I've been doing with Soul Eater Not, since there isn't a dubbed version of it yet, and it's actually really good. The only thing I don't like is the the art style. They did reference The Thing in it because in like the 7th episode, they introduced one of the other characters that was from original Soul Eater, Stein, and there's a little bit that kind of like correlates with that movie, and they referenced it, and it
Well,
was just
Frankenstein and Stein. Whoa.
no, they referenced the movie.
I know,
The Thing.
I know, but it's from that era of monster movies,
Yeah.
which would make sense that they would reference it.
Okay. Yeah. It was actually really funny though. And
All right.
such. But it's one of those that I would recommend people to watch if they actually like animes. And I also wanted to talk about Kendall and how she told me to watch
Kendall?
My
his
ex-girlfriend.
ex-girlfriend.
Ah.
I hope you guys are on good terms.
I actually want to talk about your ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, what you want to talk about, my ex-girlfriend?
Just one thing. She told me to watch this anime called Dead Man Wonderland.
I feel like we talked about this.
The only reason... No, I don't think we have. Because we didn't talk
We
about
didn't.
anime at all.
All right.
Trust me.
Lauren, we did.
He hates anime because he doesn't like the art style.
Oh, it's not like we've heard that at
Well,
all.
it's because I don't like the art style.
Yeah. She told me to watch it. She's like, yeah, this is really, really good. And I was like, oh, have you finished it? She's like, no.
No.
Her
Her
haven't finished
her
it.
parents don't like her watching anime.
Her parents are pricks.
Yeah, I can
Um,
agree with that.
And anyway, she's like, yeah, it's really good and stuff.
I didn't
I
say
started
that, by
watching
the way.
it.
That's not me. I'm just saying.
I started watching it, and the main character, I fucking hate him. He's shit. But I was like, I hope it gets better, and I kept watching it, and it got to a character named Crow, and Crow is the only reason I actually finished it, because he's the only actual good character in that, but the rest of the show is not that good. I'd rate it like 6 out of 10.
Yeah, that's how I felt about Game of Thrones, because when you read it,
6 out of 10.
all the characters that I liked barely
Die.
showed up in the book or were killed. So I was like, yeah, fuck this.
Well, yeah.
Huh.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Characters you like, probably like newer versions of them.
What?
There's probably like newer versions of the characters you like that got killed. You know?
No.
Well, like when a character goes, you know how sometimes a character like the character that died comes back?
Nope.
Okay.
So one thing I hate about reading book series is the author always.
Those damn words.
No, actually, I like reading books. It's just one thing that always happens is the author feels compelled to tell everything that happened in the last book in the first chapter. Like the complete
It's
rework.
like, I just finished reading it. You
This-
don't have to retell us.
You don't have to retell us. Describe all the characters again. like that's what they do in the first chapter. Like they're it's always like they're talking about what happened in the last book, and the events of just before, and they describe the people again, and it's like I've literally just finished the book. I'm not reading this book for the first time. I'd really just like to continue on with the story, because like at the end of the last, like I was reading this, I was reading Clockwork Prince, and I don't remember what the other one was called, but I was reading that Clockwork Angels, the other one, and I was reading those, and I was like do. I got really into the end of the book, and I was like, it ended, and then I got the other book, and I was reading, and then it was this like complete letdown at the beginning of the book, because I was so excited to continue this book series, and then it was just like, and then everyone met each other again, and it was like,
And
why?
here's everything about them.
Why don't you skip the first part then?
Because I don't do that.
There was a really good book series
Things.
or 2 books really, that I read within the last year. There were Elder Scrolls novels. There was Lord of Souls and the Infernal City. Infernal City was first, actually. I would definitely recommend those. There's 3 main characters in them. They're actually really good, though.
I don't. My thing is,
Sorry.
I don't like it when books are written about video games. It drives me. I don't know what it
There's
is.
certain ones that are good, though.
I know, but most of them, a lot of them that I've read are pretty.
I don't
shite.
generally look for them. The only reason I actually started reading it is because there's a kid in my English class who was reading one day. And I was like, so this book's any good? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, cool. So,
It was like
can I
the most
borrow
mundane
it?
meeting.
And I read it, and it was good. And that's the
And
ending
it
of my
was
story.
good.
And they ate bread.
And they danced.
feasted on wine.
Oh
And
my god, did they dance?
Things.
And it was good.
And
But,
it was good.
God.
Bong,
I
ding,
couldn't
penis.
read a book based off a video game just because like I've already played the video game and I'm
Yeah.
like
Different story.
There's the entertainment for me. The book's not the entertainment for me. I feel like if you did a book first and then a video game, that's a step up. I don't see why you do a video game and then a book step down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Greg
Depends on who
Keyes
you
is-
ask.
Greg Keyes isn't a bad writer, though.
If you ask me.
Yeah. And if you ask other people, they'll be like, "Oh, what's Lauren talking about?" I don't know why that.
Or
accent-
stuff. Books and shit. People around here don't like to read, though. So
I like reading.
most people around here don't like to read, though.
Most people around here aren't geeks like us.
Most people around here don't like
Most people around here
words.
act like they're from the bayous in Georgia.
I believe it's Alabama.
Oh.
I don't know what
It's
the
what we-
bayous in
It's
Alabama.
what we've settled on.
It's the most like Alabama.
Yeah, it's just like
There's just less swamp and more hills.
Get out of my swamp.
I guess British. Fuck.
Dan decided to be Shrek.
A British Shrek. God,
It's
that's
years
dumb.
away, donkey.
Shrek is British.
Shrek British?
Or Scottish.
Scottish.
Whatever.
Scottish.
Whatever. They're close enough.
not really.
I know.
There's a whole lot of difference in the accent. Trust me, I know.
What's that?
Lauren's expression keeps changing. Like, he'll look at someone and like, his face will like change, and I'm like, what did he just think
I
of?
was keying in on
what is
little
he surprised
things.
about?
I'm
What
just
are you-
keying in on
what are you
little
doing?
things that you guys are saying because like sometimes it's funny how it appears to make sense and then once you break it down it doesn't make as much sense as you thought it did.
It's like, whoa,
You know?
wait, what?
What?
Yeah.
No, I'm asking you what you just said. I have no idea what you're talking about. God damn it. What's our time?
104 basically.
Oh god, we still got 16 minutes.
We don't have
No.
to.
It's anywhere between an hour and 20 minutes is what we generally shoot for.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. And we're kind of boring this week, so
I feel like we're
Maybe we
very
might end-
scatterbrained.
Yeah, I'm pretty scattered
it's
right
pretty
now.
much just because we're getting closer to the
it's
end of
finals
school.
basically for me.
Yeah,
So I haven't been
it's-
doing anything extracurricular.
Stressful
So.
week for me.
Aye.
Alright, well,
Well, thank you guys for tuning in. Any final remarks before you're dead?
Shalom.